Okay, I think we are on YouTube. I will send here the questions for the conversation today. As I told you, we are going to talk about responsibility. I'm Fernanda, and I'm going to guide the conversation today. It's a conversation for beginners, so we are here to learn together and be respectful with others and practice English. And that's it. I will start with the presentation. Normally we do a personal presentation. So I will talk a little bit about myself. I am Fernanda. I live in São Paulo. I work as a Spanish teacher. And I really like to learn new languages. I have a meeting here for French every Friday at 8 a.m. And I have a dog that is called Scooby, and I'm married. I think that's it. And you, Sydney?
My name is Sydney. I'm talking from Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I'm 38 years old. I'm an accountant and administrator. I work in a company in the segment of real estate, where their cash cow is to help some people to sell properties, apartment houses, warehouses, but more to some huge companies that they want to rent some huge space to their stocks, to stock their products, goods. And I'm married. I have son. He is 5 years old. And in my free time, I like to reading. I like to read. I like to walk. I like to work out and study English as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Sydney. Hi, Belle. How are you?
Hello, guys. So I'm fine, thanks. I'm pretty good.
Awesome. You received the questions?
Yeah, I received it. Yeah, thank you.
We are in the presentations. Could you present yourself, Belle?
Yeah, sure. So, hi guys, I'm Belle. Actually, my name is Alberlene. It's my father's name and mother's name together. I'm from Fortaleza, but nowadays I live in Salvador. And it's a sunny day here. It's so hot. And let me see about me. I am 29 years old. I'm here in Tinti almost 2 years. And yeah, I have two dogs. I live with my mother and my sister. I think it's that.
Thank you, Belle. Hi, Pericles. How are you? Are you listening? I can hear. Okay. Hi. How are you doing?
Problema no som.
Okay. You can listen?
Vou tentar sair e entrar novamente. Desculpa, pessoal.
Okay, I think he will come back. And you, Thais, could you present yourself?
Yes, my name is Thais. I'm living in Rio de Janeiro. I am 31 years old and I have a daughter. She have 3 years. Is this?
Oh, nice. Thank you, Thais. Now you can listen, Pericles.
Sim, agora eu tô escutando.
Okay. How are you? Everything
good.
okay?
Everything okay. Sorry by the late.
Okay. Don't worry. We are in the presentations. Could you present yourself for us?
Okay. My name is Pericles. I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará. I'm 31 years old. I work with software development. In my free time, I like to play video games, listen music, play some instruments like electric guitar, bass, keyboards, flute, and sing too. I like music so much. I love animals. I don't have one, but I love this. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you, Pericles. I will start with the questions, guys. Pericles, normally you participate here in the meetings. I think I saw you in some meetings, no?
I already participate.
Okay, nice. Okay, guys, I will start with the questions. The first one here. How do we define responsibility in our professional and personal lives? For me, I think responsibility is when you do what is needed, and it's related to personal life, like you need to eat better or do some exercise, and you put this in your schedule and do it. I think it's a way of being responsible. And in our professional life, I think it's when you do your job in the best way. And you, Belle, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's when you need to do, but maybe you don't need to do, you don't want to do something, but it's necessary. Yeah, and it's like when you become an adult person, we have a lot of responsibilities, yeah, like pay bills or to do exercise or to work. So I think it's important to do that. It's when you recognize you are responsible about your life, yeah, because you need to enjoy the life, but it's necessary to be responsible about a lot of things. So I think it is that, like, I don't know define very well, but like in my professional life, I need to be responsible about my work, about my co-works, about to be present or commitment with my charts. Yeah. So I think is that. And when you talk about responsibility about personal life, I think it involves, like you said, myself, improve myself. Yeah. To do workout or eat health, read and learn in general. I think is that.
Awesome. I really liked your answer. I totally agree. And for you, Pericles, what do you think?
I think responsibility is linked with power. Like the Uncle Ben said, with with big uh, with big powers, with comes bigger responsibilities. You know. So I believe the responsibilities is linked with power. How do you use your power and take the ownership for your actions? You know.
Yeah, I agree. I think when you are responsible, you like take the responsibility of what you do. If you do bad things, you have bad uh, consequences. I agree. And for you, Thais, what do you think?
I agree with yours. I believe that there has to be separation. There are job responsibilities and home responsibilities, right?
You said there are jobs with less responsibility, is that? Com menos responsabilidade? Ah, okay, I got it. Yes, I agree. There are jobs with more activities, more difficult things, and there are others with less activities and those stuff. And for you, Sydney, what do you think about this question?
First of all, good you mentioned that the parrot said about the Uncle Ben, and in my opinion, I define responsibility as an obligation that someone must do in order to achieve a goal or objective. Most of the time it's hard to do it, because if you have a chance to option to update some situation, we will update to go to the beach, to travel, to do things that we like to do. But I don't know. Uh, but someone said that it's a kind of we need to do it. It's part of the adult's life, and I think that mature people must to deal with it, to face that uh, that responsibility.
Okay, Sydney, thank you. Could you read the next one? Next question and reply.
Uh, what are the benefits of taking responsibility for our actions? Mm, the benefits of taking responsibility for our actions are to become more confident, to become independent, uh, to be aware of the results of each action, and also to understand the pro and cons of each action. I think each option we choose, that there are positive and negative effects, and I think uh, that it's very important for us to take the bonus, and I don't know what in English, bonus of each action we do, or each thing we choose.
Yeah, it got at the end, for me at least, but I understood the idea of what you said in general. Could you choose other person to reply, to answer?
Okay, Thais, can you answer for that question?
Yes, question number 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Being honorable person, and it brings maturity, learning, among others benefits.
Yes, go on. Sorry.
It is.
Oi?
É só isso mesmo.
Ah, ok. Ok, I thought eu achei que você ia complementar. Que eu tinha te cortado. You can choose or Bell or me or Pericles to answer. Quem você escolhe? Thaís?
Abel. And you, Bel?
Okay, so yeah, I think the benefits when we take responsibility about my action is become I'm a commitment person. Yeah, you become more disciplined. Yeah, you start to do what do you want to do or what you need to do. So I think that it's like to be awake about your tasks. Yeah. So, and I believe when you to do every single day the same thing, or to study or work or to do workout, exercise your mind or your body every single day, or 3, 4, 5 per week, for example, like responsibility, you are more commitment person and you have results. Yeah, you can improve yourself. So I think that when it's like to be awake, it's like, sorry, it's like to be responsible. It's like to be awake about what do you need to do. Yeah. And to be a commitment person, it's like when you really to do what do you need. Yeah. So I think the first step is to be responsible and to do what do you need to do. I think is that. I don't know if I answer very well, but I think is that. And you, Pericles, what do you think about that?
Uh, I think when you have responsibility, you worry about how your actions can affect yourself and the other people. If you have a responsibility, you tend to think a bit more before acting, and you increase the respect with on other people. You know, you turn it up more respectful. You turn confident people. I I don't know if the right word, but I think that's it. And you, Fernanda?
I agree with you guys. I think that is really interesting what Pericles said, because when you take the responsibility, you think more of what you are going to do, because if you do a bad thing, you will have bad consequences. So it can happen. And I think a benefit is to feel more confident of what you are capable, and also try to do good things. For me, it's a difficult question because normally we don't think about it. I don't know about the benefits of responsibility. Okay. I think I'll go for the next one, guys. How do we handle situations where responsibility is unclear or being avoided? Well, I think that we normally don't like this kind of situation because we feel like that everything needs to have an owner, as this task is from this person, that one from the other. So I think we normally look for a responsible in this kind of situation. And you, Sydney, what do you think?
Well, that question remember me a lot. Some situation in the company that I work, and when I see some task that the people don't take responsibility of it, first of all, I try to understand the reason of what is happening, and after that, after find it, I try to measure the risk of take responsibility of some tasks. It's because uh, if we if we choose to help or to help in some tasks or to help in some process or take it for you for your responsibility, th- there is a kind of risk that it can we some of it we can make sure that we can be sure that to accomplish it in the with quality, the set in a good way. And also, some people will ask you the result of it. And yeah, I think that it's very important to understand the risk of it and understand what is happening in some situation. I will choose Bell. Can you give us your opinion about it?
Yeah, sure. So I think it's kind of situation so hard because depend of the situation, of course, but for me it's so important when you have a trust relationship, and it's so important to be clear in that case, like, oh, it's so important for me, and I need that you need to be responsible about something, or I need to be responsible to, yeah, I think it's communication in that case, it's so important. And try don't avoid that kind of situation like a relationship without responsibility. Yeah, I think it's we need to try to be clear, yeah, in that kind of situation, or expose yourself. It's how it's important, that situation. But there are other situations, not necessary. Sometimes I know about the other persons, like, oh, it's not important for the other person. So maybe that person don't will be responsible about that. Yeah. Maybe it's just important for me. So just me will be responsible. I think it's that. Oh, I need to choose another person? Okay, Thais, please. Did you answer that question?
No, no.
No.
Um, I don't have an answer to that question. However, I believe that it must be demonstrated um, that the situation needs direction all clearly so that responsibility can be directed. Is this and you, Pericles?
Uh, I believe the same the Bell said. It depends of the situation. I believe different ways to handle with this. It depends of the environment or the place. You know, if work environment, probably you don't have to appoint some person, some uh, like I discovered that you make this mess, you know. I discovered that you ruins everything. I believe the in the work is not the best approach, but maybe in some case like the police investigation, you can have this situation as more acceptable because the person can be a criminal, can make a bad thing for someone. In this case, investigations for facts for objects of a crime is more acceptable, and looking for clues, as a different approach. You have the interrogation or for people for discover if the person is a liar or not, and for work situations is more is a better approach to try to resolve the situation and not to blame someone. I think that's it.
It's easier, no, to blame other people. It always like that. Okay, I think we can go for the next one, guys. Everybody answered, right? Okay. Pericles, could you read the next one and answer?
The number 4, right?
Right.
What role does responsibility play in building healthy working relationships? I believe the work environment is an environment of cooperation, and if you don't have a responsibility with the others, you can ruin the environment. You can affecting the people, affecting the service, and can affect the final product for the customer too. And for these things, I believe the responsibility is so important in teamwork, because this can cause disturbance in the environment in a general ways. And what you think about Sydney?
Yeah, I agree with you, Perix. Responsibility is very important in the workplace, in that environment, and when talk about the product and the service that the company provide or sell to the clients, I think everyone need to work together, every department, and each person has their responsibility in that process, in the whole process, and also thinking about relationship. I think the people need to they must to have responsibility to treat each other with respect, to separate personal and the work objectives. I think some people are confusing to separate it, and they don't have a clear vision about personal opinion and also we need to it's about uh, uh, gossip in workplace. I think it's a tough situation to the people need to face, because I have experienced a lot, especially in the firm I'm working, and the people need to have responsibility to in that to affect other people. I think that's it. I will choose Fernanda. Can you give us your opinion?
Yes,
Okay.
I think it can cause some fights at job because when the person doesn't do their responsibilities, someone probably will be with a lot of things to do, and other will have less, and this will make someone more stressful with more stress. And I think it's necessary to have a division of um, tasks, and it needs to be respected. And if it's not, you need to talk about it and resolve. I think it's this. I think now is Thais.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, when everyone fulfills their responsibilities, everything work is better. The working environment, the team, everything is this.
I I totally agree. I think it's better for everybody if everyone do your job. Okay. Everybody answered this one?
No,
Sorry, Belle.
no, no problem. But it's like all said. I totally agree. I really like when Pericles bring the word like teamwork. I think it's crucial when you work like a team, yeah, or yeah, work relationship. We need to have a work like a team, yeah. So I think it's really important have a responsibility between the all the parts, and yeah, it's really important because uh, the leadership, for example, it just management all the tasks, yeah. So we are here, and each person have one responsibility. It's so important each person to do your part, yeah. So I think that's kind that in that way the work will be okay, will be good. So I think it's crucial responsibility in work team or in the work environment. I think it's key of the success of the team, yeah.
Thank you, Belle. Everybody answered no, right? Okay. Belle, can you go on with the next one?
Yeah, of course. So the question number 5, how can we encourage an organizational culture that values both individual and collective responsibilities? Yeah, I think it's like I said before, like I mentioned, when you to do your part, you are working the collective way or in the like a teamwork. Yeah. Sometimes it's so important you just to do what you need to do. Because when you don't have a responsibility of your tasks, you can be increase the workload of the other parts, yeah, or your co-works. So I think the organizational culture need to to be awake all the parts about that. It's like when you split your all the responsibilities and when you each part to do your task, I think we can achieve your goals or the goals of the yeah, I think it's that. I'm not sure about that, but I have that point of view. So and you, Pericles, what do you say about that?
Uh, I think I think when these things happen is because something more important for the people individual goals are overcome the like how I say that, the individual goals is most important than the uh, overall goals, because the probably the worker is not seeing the goals in the collective way. They are worried about another things like receive more money that the other person, of being more uh, how I say it, being more seed. I think it's not the right word. Be more respected, or anyway. He's not worried about the quality of the work. He is worried about another things like money, or another things. And for resolve this, they can see that collective approach is not an individual approach. In these times, the individual is more, by the companies. The companies want you have more individual and separated from others, because they can reach more users, reach more money with your products, and for this type of dynamic, I don't know, this type of situation in our organization as a different approach of work. There's a collective approach. Therefore, não, as another word. Eu queria dizer em contrapartida, mas eu esqueci a palavra. So I think is this thickness. I think is this thickness. And you, Sidney?
Well, I think that the company, it's important to do some events of each other, and know everything they do, their responsibility, the role of each person in the company. I think do some meetings, breakfast together the people, some event, a workshop will would be a good event to demonstrate the role of each people, of each person, and each department as well. And well, yes, like you mentioned, Perix, each people have their each responsibility, individual responsibility, and everyone in the department respond for their department. So, in my opinion, yeah, that's my opinion. And what's your opinion, Thais, about that?
I believe the best way is to demonstrate how everything will work in a lighter way, more organized. Everyone has their own responsibility. Everything will be better. And you, Fernanda?
I think it's a difficult question because it's difficult to engage the employees normally on the companies. But I think it can be encouraged by maybe some, oh my God, I forgot the word. But some actions of the company for who have more engagement or during the year, something like that. And also engage this in the small groups, in the teams, in the company. I think it's really important also. That's it. I will go to the next. What are common challenges we face when taking on responsibilities, and how can we overcome them? From this question, I think some challenges are like to handle with everything we need to do. Sometimes it's really complicated. We have to clean the house, we have to work, to study, and these take time. And sometimes we are tired, so it's really complicated. And it's complicated to deal when you don't do something and you have a consequence. For me, it's the most difficult things, the most common challenges, and to overcome is, in my opinion, is trying to be organized and also understand what you can delegate for the people. I think it's really important too. And what about you, Belle? What do you think?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think the most common challenge for me when involve a responsibility, it's a lack of planning. Yeah, it's like I need to planning my day or my tasks that I need to do because I know what I need to do, but sometimes I'm not organized, like you said. So the strategy to avoid that or overcome that challenge, it's just planning my day or my week and try follow the routine, that routine. Because when I planning during the day, for example, I just need to look what I need to do and just to do. And it's not like I don't have space for procrastination or so I have a free time now and I will study English, for example. No, I will try planning my day, my routine, my task, and just comply and just follow my planning. Yeah. So I think is that the big challenge is lack of planning or lack of routine. I don't know that expression exists, but it's and how to overcome it's organize my day, my tasks, my routine. I think is that for me, I think it's the most common challenge. And you, Sydney, what do you think?
Yes, like you mentioned, Bell, I think routine is a hard thing to plan, to schedule. I think, for example, in my case, I'm married, I have a son, I'm a student of English. I'm responsible for many things of the company I'm working, and to find time to do different things or to change things, it's very difficult. And to schedule another thing. For example, I have things that I have been thinking how to do it for 3 or 4 months. I have a car that I need to sell it, but I didn't have time to advertise it. I didn't have time to fix some part of it, and I'm losing some money because of that, and uh, Yes, it's difficult, and each person have their own responsibility, own task to do every day. Yes, that's it. And what's your opinion, parents, about that question?
I believe this as a very difficult thing for everyone handle with the responsibilities of every day. Mainly with you have so many responsibilities. Like you said, you have sons, you have a wife, and work and study English. So many responsibilities. When you have so many responsibilities, you every worried about the consequences of your choices, and if you are a anxiety person, you can be crazy with this. I am an anxiety person, so I have so many problems thinking if my choice is the correct choice or not, or have some choice that better than that I chose it. So I think the big problem of the responsibility is um, uh, trying to be I forget the word. Uh, Agora eu esqueci a palavra nos dois idiomas. Assertivo, acho que é isso que eu queria tentar ser assertivo in your decisions for uh, can trying to choose the better choice is possible. I don't know. I think it's the more difficult thing is trying to prevent the future. I don't know.
I think it's
And you,
assertive, Perix.
assertive, né? Obrigado.
And you, Thais, what do you think about this question?
I think there are many challenges. They have their burdens, but it is worth assuming and facing our responsibilities brings knowledge, growth. Everything has its consequences. Is this?
Yeah, I agree, Thais. I think life is very difficult, and we always have a lot of responsibilities, and those stuff
Yes.
is complicated. Well, guys, I think I will not do more questions because our time is finishing. I will send here the link of the survey. It's an evaluation of the conversation. And I would like anyone want to say something? What do you think about the conversation today? Sisney, what do you think about the conversation? Did you like it? Not?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much. It because that questions incentive us a lot to think about responsibility. It's an important thing that we need to handle every day, especially us adult people, and also yes, to think about our personal and the professional life in that subject. That's it.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it was really good to reflect about some aspects of our lives and stuff. that's it, guys. Thank you so much for this meeting. I'm a little bit nervous because there's a time I don't participate in English immersions, but I think everything went well. I think everything is okay at the end. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you. Sydney, Bell, Pericles, and Thais, thank you. And have a great weekend.
Thank you, Fernanda.
Thank you,
Bye-bye,
guys.
guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, people. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.